Welcome to Marvel High School, and getting ready to get started. Glitches, I think everything worked out. I'm working the left side, and it looks like number two looks like Marvel, Garrett Holloway, and underway, it looks like the first batter got a double. Sort of back to the mid snap, and he's going to be rather thinking thing would go out. And he's going to take third base on not a pass ball, but a ball here. But now Malton business rather third, no out, and picked out the end. We're also down to one headset also, so you'll hear my voice for a half inning, and you'll hear Edward's wonderful voice for a half inning. But we'll try to put together a pretty good broadcast for you. Rob was going to be with us, and Rob's the equipment manager. He just woke up a little bit under the weather. He wasn't able to make it, so we're short-handed, not only with the equipment, but with her also. But Edward's a rider. He does it all with us on the right side. Good baseball action. Hopefully the clouds don't open up on us. There's a hot shot that's going to score one for Boswell. Good play out there by the third base. One out in lead here for the first inning, and good play out there. 17 after bat.
Pretty good unit. And this is going to be a really good game today. And there's going to be a special event, and we'll tell you a little bit more about it as the day progresses. But most of the Marvel people know this about it. No ball, one strike, one out. One ball, one strike, 1-0. And that ball is hit foul, and we're getting an echo, and hopefully we can get that fixed. Something that's really going on, but we're live. We wouldn't know how to even handle it if we had everything working perfectly for us. It looks like a young man that's come up here to save us today, maybe be able to get some music played. So, but when we do play the music, just remember we do not own the rights to this music. But we'll try to jam it as good as we can. Two outs here at the top of the first. Ball takes a 1-0 lead after a hit at the beginning of the game, and then a ground out that brought the run in, and all of a sudden, one ball, one strike, 2 outs for Model here at the top of the first inning. 1-0, and trying to get out of the end, and Marvel's wanting out of this end. Luke Hillard on the mound for Marvel, and we know what kind of athlete he is, and just looks like he's settling in right now. And we are really getting an echo. Maybe it might be the close location we're in, but you get a really, really big echo. So hopefully we can work the kinks out on that before the broadcast is over. Good pitch right there against the Marvel out of the inning. But going into the bottom of the first, Marvel trails Model 1-0, and the headset and all the good equipment will be going to Edward. We'll be switching off for inning, as we only have one headset. But we are going to give you the best broadcast we possibly can. But I'll be back the next following in. All right, and then of course Mark likes to run off and not be able to leave me to play for so I can see who's out there pitching for model. But heading into the bottom of the first, it is model leading Marvel 1-0. Right now, while we've got a chance, we got our first comment. It says, "Good afternoon, fellas. Hope y'all have a great day." And that's from Robert Daniels. Robert, so far we are having a good day, and I do appreciate you, and I hope you have a good day too, brother. And momentarily, I do want to take the time to thank our sponsor, Bryant Family Medicine, for everything they do for us to allow us to be able to sponsor all the student athletes like we do. And, a big shout out to Bryant's Family Medicine. I believe that is Sam up the bat for Bartle. Yep, that is number six. Number six. And he gets a hold of that one. That goes out to center field, and that was a good catch. The model defender didn't even have to move on that one. And that is number 31, Luke Hillard up the bat for Bartle. And it looked like the slow pitch and the slow developing play allowed Luke Hillard to be able to get on base. And it looks like they are going to be doing a courtesy runner. And this is number 2, Ty Clark up at for Marvel. Second, and he's safe. Right now, the pitch count is 3 balls, no strikes, 1 out for Marvel. Strike 1. So Ty Clark has 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out with a runner on second. And that will be ball 4, and Ty Clark will take base. So now, if you're Marvel, you're looking good right now because you have a runner on first and second with only 1 out. And I couldn't see the number on the batter for Barville because I was trying to see if I could get some of the echo cancellation and all that. That tuned out. Looks like you got a runner at third, and he is safe. So right now, if you're Barville, you gotta like it. You got a runner second and third. The the courtesy runner did just steal two bases for Barville. And that looks like number 16. If I am correct, that would be Connor West. That is number 16, and that's going to be out number 2 for Barville. That was just a high pop up, what that was, and it just allowed the model defender to be able to come down with that. That looks like Garrett Alloway is the pitcher for model, and that is number 25, Kobe Peters, up the bat for Barville. And for all of our viewers out there, just comment and let me know if you are hearing us better now, or if I need to go back and try to adjust some of the volume. And he gets a hold of that one, and that will be out 3. And now we're going to turn it back over to Mark. Before we start the second inning, Model's up 1-0, and we're still working on our echo. Cannot figure it out at all. Maybe it might be because of a closed location, but we're trying our best to get it lined out. And apologies in advance for the people who try here. So trust me, we're working there. Well, I'm not. Edward is. He's working about as hard as he can work right now at this point in time to try to figure it out. And we got a good guy on the deal. But 1-0, Model leads in the top of the first inning, and Barville had a little bit of a rally, just wasn't able to push across a run, but the reason why we play the game. There's still a lot of innings left, so just keep digging, and I'm sure Barville's will be able to push across some runs, and we already know how Luke Hillard is anyway on the mound. He's going to get settled in. He's going to get on cut down low for sure. Good defensive play out there by Luke. Knocked the ball down, throws him out. 1 out for Mo right now. Good play out there by Luke. And Edward, I can tell you one thing. I would not have caught up to that ball at all, and absolutely would not have caught up with that ball. But good defensive play out there by Luke. Looks like we got number 14, Mark Thomas Ellis for model, and I like that name, Mark Thomas Ellis. You gotta like that name. Much better than I like your name, Edward. I'll just tell you right now. I just really don't like your name, but I'll just tell you. But I think my name's much better. But we'll go with that. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Looks like another called strike. Good pitch on there. Good location by Hillard on 2 strikes, 1 ball, 1 out. Top of the second, and he's see if they can get him thrown out first. And took him off the bag, and I believe he's going to be back. And was not able to complete the play. Now, Moss in business with a runner at first with 1 out, still 1-0 1-0 game, and looks like and I'm trying to get the number. And Edward, I will probably warn you ahead of time. I will knock this tripod over before the end of the day. It will happen. It's not if, it's when it will happen. It will happen. But it looks like Connor Sayre for model up to bat. And it looks like he's trying to take base. A good throw to second, and oh, that was close. Very good throw to second. Wow, I got to get hit that guy's number because that's a rocket arm right there. I almost throw that as good as me. Edward to correct me right here. Like Sam Buchanan coming with the gun right there. Good jump out of the dude from model, but Sam made the difference up and almost throw him out. Good toss a second right there. But number 7, Connor Sayre up to bat. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1-0 lead a model here at the top of the second. And that ball goes straight up in the air, and that's up. You did maybe a turned over play. Was not able to hold on to it. That was a really, really good play right there by Hillard again. If the bunt did not go down, went straight up in the air, inches away from turning the double play. So now we've got 2 outs. Runner still at second for Marlowe, trying to push across another run. Looked that time, said, I don't think so. Said, no run this time on me. So he's trying to get him out of the inning right there. Good pitch, good location. That should be, he called ball. Shows you how much I've seen. I thought that was perfect location, but I'm not an ump, and I don't have a good angle. But that was a really, really good looking pitch. Very hard to hold off of. And that's one of the heads-up shots that you hope everybody lives through that. Everybody didn't even see where that ball even fell. So hopefully it didn't hit nobody. But the good thing about it is I don't know, I would say my truck's parked far enough from being bumped, but now I'm looking at it and I'm getting worried. And this should be into the inning for Marble. Good play out there, and it will end the inning. A grounder out there. Left on second base, but we're still 1-0 going into the bottom of the second inning. Marble will be coming up to bat. While we got a minute, we want to thank our sponsor, Bryant Family Medicine, for giving us these opportunities to be able to come out and cover these student athletes the best way we know how. Again, as you see today, these broadcasts ain't always going to be perfect. We try to put them together as good as we can. But, all these teams across the 13th region, they deserve our love. These teams, they all put in the same amount of work. They all do what they need to do. But all year long, I'm telling you, Edward, I've been really, really impressed with this Marble squad. And they've been really, really competitive. And it just, as a team, we knew we needed to get out and cover. And absolutely been really, really impressed with them and what that they've did within this year. I'm not going to say remarkable, but absolutely got to like what they're doing and where they're going. But that being said, I'm going to hand the headset back to Edward and let him talk us through the Marble side of the bottom of the second. And now, while we got a second, I'm going to pull you up some little bit of graph here to be able to thank our sponsors while we're waiting on the next batter to come up. We'll give a big shout out to Bryant's Family Medicine for sponsoring us. And it looks like number 22, if I sing the number right, Nathan Miller is up the bat for Marble. It looks like it's 1 ball, no strikes. Model leads 1-0 at the bottom of the second. And that is Garrett Holloway pitching for Model. And see, Mark wasn't here. I don't know where he went, but I was just getting ready to do some kind of amazing catch right there that would have just blew his mind. And it had to buy me lunch, and it just like, Edward, I can't believe you done that. And, I mean, how'd you do that? Train me. It's just been amazing. And it looked like that one just came off just awkwardly. It looked like it came off close to the end of the bat instead of near the middle or top like you'd want it. And that is number 21, Braden Souders, if I pronounced that right. Folks, you're going to see a little bit of movement. I'm trying to get this to where Mark's not going to kill the show every 5 seconds. And that is number 1, Jackson Collins up the bat. And Barville has runners on first with 1 out. And that was just a low pitch, and you could see that he knew that that wasn't his pitch. And that was a high pitch, and now you've got basically a full count for Jackson Collins. So, you know, right now you've got the green light. You swing at about anything you feel comfortable trying to hit at that you know is going to be a called strike. And that one was just right down the middle. That looks like number 44 for Barville. Noah Gray up to bat. And that one was to the inside. That's 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs for Barville. And you know if you're Barville right now, you're wanting to try to string together a little something. And that was a pretty pitch. It kind of like I guess you could call that a double curve. It curved out and curved right back in. You know, that was a pretty pitch. And that one almost balked the lady walking there. With that, but you know, to me, I think it's still a home run because you know it went over the fence. So, I mean, young man, go ahead and run the bases, even though I don't think that's the way it works. And right now, he has got a full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. So this you got about swinging anything. And he just blew that one right by him. And now I'm gonna let Mark take over, and he's gonna kind of try to walk away to see if he can't exit off some of this little bit of echo we got going on. Going into the top of the third, again, I'm walking away from the booth. We're hoping it's a close location. It's causing their echo, and hopefully these young ladies behind me don't kill me, and hopefully I'm not in their way. But again, we're at the top of the third. Hillard got out of trouble last inning. Had a runner at second, was able to hold it there, hold the rally, hold from anybody else from scoring, but the score still holds at 1-0. We're again going to the top of the third inning. Impressive performance right now by both teams, but we knew this coming in, Edward, that both squads was pretty evenly matched. We figured that this would be a good game, and gotta love the fan support. This place is full. And one thing I did notice about it, there's a lot of concession areas here too. Hopefully, I get Edward to buy me a slushy here after a while. I want to slush something really, really bad. It looks like number 19, Isaiah Kirby, up to bat for Model, will be leading them off. And just a defensive battle, a good backer force. And I like what I'm seeing on the field. First time this year that I've been able to actually watch Barber with my own eyes. Watch a lot of videos, seen a lot of tapes that's been sent to me. But the products there, impressive looking team, and they've definitely got the following, got definitely got the love for sure. First one goes over at the called ball. One ball, no strikes. Top of the third inning, 1-0 Model leads, and I'm sure that Edward is posting all that stuff on their pages, and he is. Two balls, no strikes, 1-0 Model leads. Number 19, Isaiah Kirby up to bat for Model. Called strike, good pitch right there, great location. Didn't bring the heat that time, just put that right exactly where it needed to be. Two balls, one strike. That sailed a little bit on 3-1. Didn't get a good plant off the mound. Maybe a little wet. Might need to kick some mud off the cleats there. There's a good plant. And that ball's going to the Little League field. Now we got a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Luke is trying to get the out here on number 19, Isaiah Kirby, and it settled in quite nicely. And that ball just didn't look good from the get-go. Not a real good plant off the mound. Might need to kick some dirt off the cleats there. Maybe that's the reason why the catcher's coming out there. Bring him a little brush. Get the dirt off the cleats or something. That was just like one of them high fives. Said, hey, let's do this. Number 3 for Model. And here's Edward. Here's your name right here. Beckett, Parker. I have no idea. Doblet. But we'll say Beckett's up to bat for Model. Number 3, runner at first. 1-0. Hopefully, one of them is checking to see if this is working. I think Edward's got comfortable over there. Or maybe somebody can give us a comment and let us know if we're still echoing. Because Edward, he ain't moving. He's in the zone at this point in time. Called strike. Looks like. I thought that was a second strike, but according to the board, it's 1 strike. No balls, 1 strike. Still no out. Runner at first. That should have been the runner, and it gets through him, and he's going to try to go for third. Let's see how the draw gets there. The bad pass is going to give Model the second run of the game. It was just a little bit too low to handle out there, and got by him, and just unfortunately, Model leads 2-0 now, and timeout on the field, and I'm sure this is just one of the things, coaches out there telling his boys, hey, let's just calm down. Let's play a game. Let's play baseball. But 2-0, and believe a runner will be at second for Model. Still no outs here at the top of the third inning, and maybe somebody can comment, let us know how we're sounding. But we're trying to see if we can get this better. But the timeout's over. We're back to game action here, as it looks like number 2 up to bat, Garrett Holloway for Model, and Hiller's trying to put out the fire here at the top of the third inning. Don't need to let no more run. Good pitch, good location. No balls, one strike. Trying to get them out inning right here, and trying to keep it close. Another run don't win or lose it for Marvel, but I can tell you right now, the little leaguers over there, they're jamming over there. They're into their game over there, folks. They're really loud. But got one strike. Looks like no balls. No balls, 2 strikes at this point, and Hiller looks much more comfortable in this session as he has since the beginning of this inning. Maybe just now they've got a pickle. That should be an out. And did he get around? Did he get around the tag? He most definitely did. Good maneuver out there. I thought he was in the water right there. He tried to take off. Hillard caught him running, and just fortunately he was able to get around the tag. And now Model has a runner at third base and still nobody out. No balls, 2 strikes. And that should bring in another run, and just got to go for the safe out at this point. Good play out there. 3-0 Model leads, and put up the 2 spot here at the top of the third inning. And it looks like number 17 up to bat for Model, Case Caldwell. And he just, Everett, he looks the part like he could just hammer one if he got a hold of one. Sort of like me. If he gets a hold of one, he can hammer it, I bet. But make comments on their pages. Let us know if you're hearing us good. And if Edward's fixed the echo or if Edward's just taking a nap over there. We don't know what he's doing over there. But that's the one thing about Edward. You just don't know what you can get from him. There's a strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. No runners on base for Model as they put up a 2 spot here at the top of the third inning. And Luke's just trying to get his team out of this inning and try to regroup themselves and get a few runs up for themselves to get back into this game. Good pitch right there. Good pitch to hang off of. And good eye serve by Case. He would lay off of that because it looked like that was going right down the plate, but it did like a little hook or a curve action right there at the end, which was very tricky pitch. And the coach out there might have got that smacked off his hands. I don't know. He's there's a lot of oohs and ahs. I don't know exactly what happened there, but hopefully everybody's all right. There's a call, strike 3. Safe toss to first base. Make sure he gets the runner out. Now you got 2 outs in the inning and 1 out of the way about getting out of this inning and just sort of get some offense together yourself. It's only 3-0. Marvel's still in this game. But number 22, Kellen Burkett up to bat. Yeah, nice. Good pitch. It hooked in. Good hooking action there, curve action, however else you want to call it. But that was just really good movement on the ball. There's another nice pitch. He's back to back, just pitches you. If you don't take them, they're going to be called strikes anyway. I think that's what Kellen did. He stepped out like, what? How can I hit that? Oh, that was call. That's close. That was close, folks. But I'm not going to judge it. I'm not going to argue. But that was about as close as it could have been right there. I don't see how he could have weighed off of that. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and that could be trouble with his kind of speed. It's close. They got him. They got him. Good play out there. Good defensive play out there. But Ball puts up a 2 spot and now takes a 3-0 lead going into the bottom of the third inning. And now we'll hand the headset over to my quiet partner, Mr. E. Hall. Well, Mark's taking a nap. I'm gonna go ahead and get all this updated, and I do want to, thank our sponsor, Bryant Family Medicine, for allowing us to do what we do. Yeah, we do want to give a big shout out to all of our, I'm gonna say, friends and family, and everybody on all of our pages for helping us reach over the 500 member mark in just a half a season. It's a big thank you to all you all, and I appreciate everything that y'all do for us and allowing us to be able to come, showcase your student athletes, and thank you again. But I'm trying to step over, cross over, hand over, and Mark won't get out of my way, and it looks like number 6 got a hold of that one, and that was Sam. That is number 31, Luke Hillard, up the bat for Barville. And he gets a hold of that one, and that was a good catch. So right now you have Ty Clark coming up the bat for Barville. And it looks like the first pitch is a ball. And your score right now at the bottom of the third is Model 3, Barville 0. Barville does have a runner on first. And they call that a dead ball by hitting the batter. So Ty Clark will take his base. And now if you're Barville, you have 1 out, and you do have runners on first and second. With number 16, Connor West, coming up to bat.
And it looks like you do have the coach talking to the pitcher. That is Connor West up the bat for Barville. And Connor gets a hold of that one, and it falls right in what I call the no-catch zone, and that might bring in one for Barville. And that was Sam that made it in, and Connor West will be credited the RBI for that. And that is Kobe Peters up the bat. First, first one rolls foul. And I'm not sure what they just what I don't have a clue what they just called there. Uh, well, I was correct. They called it. They called it. So now Barville has runners on second and third. And it looks like the coach is arguing the call with the umpire, but the call does stand. And right now, if you're Barville, this is your chance. You have only one out with runners on second and third. That's a good base hit, and that will bring in one. Coach is sending the second one, and he will get there. And that hit will allow two runs to come in, allows Barville to tie it up. Sounds a lot better than setting up. Well, all my checking, my theories, my testing, and all that, it runs fail. So I just said forget it, and I'm coming back up here to the box. And runner's going to steal third, and I believe they got it. I don't know if you can hear us back here behind me, but all the little league fans are getting into it. And number 22 just lays that one right in the glove. And now I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Mark here. Folks, I'm sorry you're going to have to deal with Mark, but he's going to have to update our scoreboard because now going into the fourth, it is all knotted up at 3 apiece. I have no idea where Everett's leaving. He has left the building. But of course, he has left it on me to update the scoreboard. But as they were just told us, and I would say, as you can see on the scoreboard, we've got a tie ball game, folks. So, Barber put up a 3 spot, made a little bit of a rally. So now it's, hopefully I can get this up. I'm having a hard time figuring his little stuff out. But there we go. As you can see, it is 3-3, actually top of the fourth inning, not bottom of the third. I'm still working on this, and Edward left the building. I don't know why he's doing it. He's probably trying to crawl on top of this shed here to try to get some a better reception, but it's untelling about Edward. But there you go, folks. And as you can tell, number 16, Matthew Corbett, a big shot, but Luke Hiller doing what Luke Hiller does. Great defensive play out there. Threw him out. And we've got one out here at the top of the fourth inning. There's a big shot. Good play out there at second base. 2 quick outs here at the top of the fourth inning. And Luke looks with him. But 3-3 is your score. Going into the top of the fourth inning, and number 7, Connor Sayre up the bat. And, he's had a pretty solid game also. And that's just straight up in the air. That should end the inning pretty quickly, and it does, folks. And Luke is excited. He points at the catchers. A good job. They're going to go there. And, no, I thought they like shake hands and hug. I thought they'd go high five and do the chest bump, but they just shook hands and did it the gentleman's way. But that's a quick inning, and Edward has left the building. So, of course, Edward's making me do double duty now. But now we're going into the bottom of the fourth inning, and Barber holds all the momentum in the world at this point in time with a 3 spot on their bottom of the third inning. And hopefully they could get a couple runs pushed up here in this inning to be able to take the lead. But 3-3 here at the bottom of the fourth. And give me a second as I update this. Edward has finally come back. Edward leaves me and fall to work, but I'm going to update this and head this headset off. Edward thought he would have time to take a nap and do what he does, but Luke Hiller said, get back over here, Edward. I'm going to make this inning quick. And he did, and now Edward's stuck with doing what Edward does at these games. He's eating, drinking, that's not telling what else he does. So, but Going into the bottom of the fourth, 3-3, and the headset goes. Yeah, I just went and got a quote from, doing all this AI stuff, and on this hot summer day at the Barble Park, there's nothing better than a snow cone. And number 21, Braden Souders, just gets a hold of that one. There's nothing like a beautiful day watching a good old fashioned baseball or softball game, whichever one that you're at, and being able to eat a snow cone while Mark has nothing. I mean, there's nothing better. And number one gets a hold of that one, and it's going to allow runners on first and second. And that was Jackson Collins. And now Barble's bats are on fire. They are just getting a hold of everything that is coming their way. And Noah Gray, number 44, is up to bat for Barble with no outs, runners on first and second. This could become a huge inning for Barble right here. And he busts that one, and they're going for the runner on third, and they get him out. With one. And, most people would say that wasn't the smartest of plays to try to get the runner out at third, but to me, I think that was a very smart play to try to go for the runner at third and just let the runner at first try to make his way there. And you have number 6, Sam Buchanan, up to bat for Barble. And that's a high hit, and it's going to the catcher slides and catches that one. Way to maintain composure, all the big fancy words that I'm not used to pronouncing, and being able to hold yourself there to catch that. And now you have number 31, Luke Hillard, up to bat for Barble. And they are going to intentionally walk Luke Hillard. And that is a smart play if you are the coach of Model, because, the last time he was up there, he was just knocking them around. So that is a very, very smart play just to intentionally walk him. Because now you have 2 outs. If you're Barble, you have 2 outs with bases loaded. But it don't get no easier for Model, because right behind Luke Hillard is Ty Clark. So it doesn't get no easier, and he has bases loaded with 2 outs. So all it really takes is just a base hit or one of them hits that I like to call in the no-catch zone, and that'll easily bring in 2. And he gets a hold of that one, and he's trying to catch it, and it hits right off the fence, and that will bring in 3. That will bring in 3 for Marvel. That will put it up piece. So that was, to me now, that was not a very wise decision to try to walk Luke, because that allowed Ty to bring in 3 runners. And he also got a double out of that one. That one, folks, was as close to being a home run as you can physically get it. I think it hit the pond behind us and bounced back in. And if that one was lined out, that one was a home run. It hits the building back there. It bounces off the roof. And I believe that is number 16, Connor West. And he gets a hold of that one, and that one could be is right off the fence, right off the yellow part of the fence. Folks, you cannot get any closer than these back-to-back hits for being considered a home run. And Barville they have had an amazing inning. They have put a 4 spot up on the board here. And now you have Kobe up to hit, and he lets that one fall short, and it's going to be a miss, and it's going to bring in another run. And Kobe's going to steal second on an error for a drop catch and overrunning the ball, allowed a runner to make it home, and allowed number 25, Kobe Peters, to be able to steal second. And now that puts Barville in a commanding 8-3 lead right now. Um, and right now your score is Barville 8, Model 3, with Barville putting up a 5 spot. And that one come back here flying at us. They wouldn't have been a net here. I'd have made such a catch that Mark would have been in Alls, and he would have talked about that for years to come, folks. Years to come. He would have been asking me to take him out here on this field during the next warm-up game and asking me to show him how to catch like I just did. And that's a tip, and it's going to bring the end of the inning with Barville leading 8-3. And I'm going to give you back over to Mark and let him tell you how amazing of a catch that I was fixing to do here, folks.
As he said, folks, he was fixing to do. It wasn't done like mine. Fixing is like say, hey, I'm fixing to go in there and make pancakes, but not go in there and make them. Like if I say I'm going to do something, the pancakes will be there. Every time I'm fixing to do the pancakes, there's a difference. Mine was done, his wasn't. So until he could beat my catch, I'm still probably like maybe the world's greatest catch ever, folks. If you missed it, I'll go into details about it. We was at Somerset, and it took a lot of blood, sweat, and tears to reach out there and catch that ball. And when I caught it barehanded, and Edward just looked at me, and he was stunned. But that's a story for another day.
But while we got a minute on a much more important matter, um, as you know, today at 3:30 on this field, I believe. Ever tell me if I'm wrong? I believe at 3:30 on this field, the Bartle family is welcoming all students, families, faculty, churches, community, anybody here, members to attend because I believe there's going to be a prayer for Lauren Buttery, and hopefully I pronounced that right, and her family. So the power of prayer, folks. Power of prayer. Um, Normally, it's the only thing a person needs. But, and um, we're welcoming everybody. Everybody, you don't have to be part of the Marvel family. If you're Corbin, Millsboro, Harlan, Tennessee, Virginia, we don't care. Come down here. Come down here, and I believe that's going to be at 3:30 today, Edward. So, but we're at baseball action here. So number 13 for model Chase Lowry up to bat. I believe he just said 2-1, but it looks like 1-1 on the football wood strike. And Edward Marble has woke the bats up, and that was like literally two shots. It was close to home runs as they get. And you know, I got a little story once this pitch is done here. Called strike three, perfect location, great pitch. What do you do there? You can't. What do you do there? You got to take that pitch. You're not going to hit it. It's going to be called strike. You got to take it, and you just hope that the up crosses the ball. You're not going to get to that ball at that great location. But I thought that was going to hit him. But a little bit for your time, Edward. I remember Cincinnati Reds game. They literally walked the bases loaded and put Ken Griffey Jr. up at bats. And Ken Griffey Jr., of course, docked it from here to China. And he just looked at the other. I forgot the team that they was playing. Maybe somebody can comment and answer. But he like literally looked into the other team's dugout and said, "Why in the world did you do that?" And I'm sure Ty Clark had a little bit of, why would you load the bases for me? Because he had a little extra up in that swing there when he knocked it. And as soon as he hit it, I thought it was out there. And while I was rattling, Marvel got another out here on a terrific play again. They definitely had a little bit of early jitters, but now they've definitely settled in quite nicely. We're seeing the Marvel team that we know that we was going to come here and see. Good offensively, good defensively. They're well rounded, folks. And they don't make a lot of mistakes, and they don't beat themselves. So it's just a very well coached team.
I agree.
3 balls, no strike. I believe now they've taken all the balls off the board, so I don't know where we're at this point. Never keeps watching the Little League game. But now I got to hand it to them youngsters. That crowd over there is bringing it. They're loud. That's going to be a tough play out there at short. Let's see if he can explain it. Good throw, good play. Oh, that's close. Maybe if he was able to hang on to that, I think he could have had it thrown out. Good play out there by Ty Clark. Good recovery. Good. I thought they had him, Edward. But Edward's locked into a Little League game at this point in time, which it's hard not to. Them youngsters are getting at it over there. But still, 2 outs here. Top of the 5th inning. And all of a sudden, Edward, we don't have top of the 5th inning here. We just got just a score.
Because you deleted it.
Edward tries to blame me, folks, but That was actually his fault because he's the one who posted that. And I know that they sell blue slushies here at Marvel. So when you buy blue slushy, you can't hide from being a Marvel fan because half these people in these stands has all got blue tongues. So they got matching colored tongues out their uniform. So you can't deny the fact you're a Marvel fan. We're going to be doing some interviews here. We're going to have blue tongues. So how are you going to escape that? Folks, Edwards locked into this little league game over here. But Ed also has the blue tongue. But now I got to hand it to them. They do got the good concessionaries. Edward, I got to ask you a question, and you made it them all. I think your nickname is Mr. Concession, right? I thought they called you Mr. Concession. Well, maybe we need to bring Chris up here so that he can rank this on his top 5 concession stand deal because now not only has a regular concession stand, they got another before here set up also. So don't have to wait in the long lines. And there's looks like a ball 4. Mosley business with a runner on base with 2 outs. Top of the 5th inning, trying to get into that lead. Marvel's bats came alive last inning, and I'm going to say blew the game wide open, but really almost made us reach for that red button. Well, here it's the blue button. And the blue tongues to match the blue button. Well, I will tell you one thing, folks. You don't see but not hardly anybody not wearing some kind of a blue shirt here. So they're definitely back. There's a hit. That's going to land in there. That's going to advance the runner. See if he goes to third or they hold him up. Hold him up. Good defense out there to come into the ball. Don't let the ball come to him. And probably saved from the runner to advance it at that point in time. Good defensive play out there. Now timeout on the field, and I'm sure this is another one of them timeouts. Yeah, we've got an 8-3 lead, but don't let them score any, folks. Sure, that's what he's saying. Or none of the ends will get the blue slush. I know if they offered me a free slushy, I'd probably hit a home run each and every time with my blue tongue. Amy's got a blue tongue. Edward's got 2 blue tongues over here. Everybody got blue tongues. This young lady right here, right beside us, I don't know if she's got the blue tongue yet. She might have one for the end of the game. But we're looking at about 70% of the crowd right here with blue tongues. Well, we got another one eating a Happy Meal over there. So she might have, that about took his head off. Good reflexes by Kelly Burkett here, and that could have been not pretty. But the bases are loaded now for Model. Trying to get back into this game with 2 outs. Luke Killer on the mound that's pitched the whole way. Absolutely pitched the Jim. And hopefully he gets the team out of this inning. Good pitch right there. Absolutely perfect location. And now he's got Keller Burkett exactly where he wants him. I believe that's the second strike. The board said 1. Maybe I'm wrong. Been known to be wrong before. There's a ball. Towards the board, we got 1 ball, 1 strike. Killer trying to get his team out of this inning with the bases loaded, 2 outs. Crucial moment in this game. And Strike two. I was fixing to say strike three, but again, I was wrong. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. I guess I need to start paying more attention to detail, but Fargo needs one more pitch like that to get them out of this inning right now. 8-3, bases loaded, and he absolutely comes with it. And a little gesture, a punch in the air. If that was me, folks, I'd have been karate kicking, cartwheeling. I'd have took my hat, I'd have slung it, I'd have made much more emotions than that. But um, absolutely, and we're calling it the game, I believe here. Wasn't exactly up with the 5 inning rule here today, but this game is final as Marvel wins his 8-3 in 5 innings, and just a great pitch at the end of the game to end the rally by Model, and good performance for Luke Killer, good performance for the Marvel Tigers, and we'll be signing off, and we'll see how our internet's working and see if we get our voice up, and we'll let you know if we come back for the second game. Until then, thank you, all the viewers, and thank you to all of our sponsors, Bryant Family Medicine, and again, we'll see you in a little bit.